It definitely had murder in it, that's for sure. Alright, my stream should be up, I'm pretty sure. I've got like a bowl of like plums and apple.
What? Like
I've
chopped up?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, nice.
It's like I wanted like a light snack that didn't interfere with my snack later.
Your snack's in 2 hours. I think you'll be fine.
Yeah. I think so too. Is my stream up for you?
Yeah, it's just loading at the moment.
Yep. Do. Alright, this is gonna be fun. Let's get this show on the road.
Don't you dare.
It's just the intro. Okay, for everyone
It's
tuning
not ready.
in, this is Teenage Zombies. Alright, I'll pause it right here for you on the awesome title screen. It looks incredible.
God, I hope it doesn't take too long.
I hope it doesn't either.
Oh my god. Here we go.
Is it up for you? Can you see Teenage Zombies?
I can see Teenage Zombies. Yes.
Groovy. Okay. We'll resume. Teenage Zombies from 1959. I'm pretty sure this was part of a double feature as well. That's why all of these movies only go for like an hour, because you're meant to watch them. They were meant to be watched back to back with something else, so it was like roughly 2 hours.
I thought you were almost going to say Teenage Zombies from space. Like that's just what I was expecting to come next. I already love it. The music is fabulous.
I bet you the music ends up being better than the movie. I would love to watch The Blob, but it's still under copyright. Incredible.
Chocolate, 1 strawberry. You want anything more?
No, Dottie's waiting for me. I gotta leave in a couple of minutes.
2 malts, 50 cents.
Here's your chance, Kelly. Double or nothing.
How do I know you've got the other half?
Kelly, sometimes I don't think you're ever going to get rich.
Sometimes I worry about that myself.
Hey, Rich, how about you and the other guys going horseback riding with me and Dot?
Oh, we can't do it. I've been working all week on my boat, and it's running real good, and we're going to go water skiing.
Oh, you guys, what a drag. All you ever do is water ski.
Do you want to come along?
No, I promised Dottie. Anyway, she's waiting for me at the stables.
I'll tell you what.
It's got a similar
You go
vibe to
riding,
Attack
we'll
of
go
the
water
Giant
skiing, and I'll pick you up at
Monster
4 o'clock at the
so
stables.
far.
Then we'll figure out something
Yeah, the
pretty
guy
nice.
on the right
pick us
is
up for
like
sure?
equally pretty
No, I
as the
wouldn't
guy
hang you
in
up. Well, okay. I'll tell Dot, and I'll meet you at 4.
But yeah, the
Oh, I said to
the
keep
Game
an eye
Monster.
on you.
Yeah.
What's
Check
that
the
one?
stirrups.
Yeah.
The big wind might come up.
Very funny.
Hiya, Pint, where you going?
I'll never tell.
Where are you going? I'll
What's the
never
matter
tell.
with him?
Oh, he's been eating too much hay. He doesn't want to go water skiing.
Wow. I mean, how weird can you get, huh?
Are you ready?
Yep, all set. Pam's making a lunch. Hey, and guess where we're gonna eat it?
In the boat?
Nope. On an island.
An island.
Why does he look 10 years
Yeah, it's a
older
real
than
guess.
both of
Some
them?
guys told me about it.
Because he is.
I've been all over that water, and I've never seen any island.
You never went that far out. It's way out where the water's too rough to go skiing.
Sounds crazy, Reg.
Are you going to believe this scam? He's always coming up with some long shot. This time it's an island.
All right. I'll tell you what I'll do. If that island isn't there, I'll buy 2 new carburetors for your boat, and I'll put them both in myself.
Come on, Rex, let's find out.
All right.
Go to some mysterious island.
Where you're all certainly not going to die.
I told you this island was here. Nobody ever believes me.
Funny we never knew about it.
We do now. And it'll make a crazy spot for beach parties.
Let's take a look around.
Yeah, let's.
Dude, did they just like overdub that? I don't think that was the actual dialogue.
I love that they just cut straight to the island though.
Yeah.
Hey, dig that.
I'm like a 50-year-old man that wants to write a script with teenagers. What can we get them to say? Dig that.
Reggie, look.
Wait, what am I looking at? Oh. Never mind.
So these are the zombies, hey?
But they're not teenagers.
Wait, what? What's the matter with them?
Look doped. Or dead or something.
What's that? Oh, the movie we watched with like the zombies
Oh,
that
look at
walk
this
like
witch.
that. Oh my god.
She's seen us.
Let's get out of here.
Just stop and stare. That'll help.
The boat's gone.
Is the boat gone?
Did they sink it? G'day, Bo. What's going on?
Well,
Yeah,
they
just
couldn't
in
have taken
time.
it far.
Who couldn't have?
Well, the people on this
It is
island.
about to go down.
Maybe it floated out.
No, I tied it real good.
Well, let's not get panicky. It has to be somewhere on the shore, so let's circle around it.
I think you're right. I think they've recorded over the yeah.
Yeah, like they did it in post.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just dubbed over the like the lines and stuff like that. Like you just get the characters talking amongst themselves, and then you like dub over it with like what the actual dialogue is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they do it. They still do that in movies today, in TV series. They do it in everything. But it just sometimes in these older movies you can really tell when that's happening.
Yeah, like it's super noticeable.
Like it's not a knock against the movie. Most ominous sounding like water noises in history? Check. Listen to that. Why does it sound so
This sure
ominous?
beats me. No landing, dock, or anything. They might have tied it up at a better place. We better go see.
Not me. Julie and I will wait for you here.
Oh wow.
No, that's the worst idea. He looks like Igor.
Yeah, definitely.
Wait, where'd the house come from? Is that where all the zombies and that
I
are coming
think they
from?
went to the house they saw earlier.
Well, the kids who ran off. How do you do?
Oh.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
The witch.
We're looking for a boat.
I am. I'm wearing
A
a Motley
boat?
Crue band.
I tied it up down at the beach about an hour ago, and now it's gone.
Won't you come in?
Who dresses
I'll get
like
you a
that?
soft drink.
Oh, thanks, ma'am, but we just...
Oh.
Oh, yeah, soft drink. That'll be
She
fine.
does?
Yeah. Clearly.
She's clearly magic.
She's clearly tampering with powers beyond our comprehension.
Exactly, so she can dress however she damn likes.
Tell me about your boat.
Have you got it?
Your boat? Of course not. I've been here all day.
Well, someone took it. And if we're not supposed to be here, well, we're sorry. I mean, if you'll just give us our boat back, we won't come back anymore.
But I've told you, I haven't taken your boat.
What kind of a place is this? I mean, who's in charge here? Someone knows where our boat is.
But I'm afraid I'm the only one you can talk to.
We've walked all around this
Not
island.
suggestive at all.
Now, where do you keep your boats?
We have no boats here.
Well, then how do you get back and forth to shore? Walk?
You're certainly an inquisitive young man. We have no use for boats here because no one leaves the island.
Hey, Red, you remember that boat we saw last month without any skiers?
Yeah, they must have been headed here.
Whoever you saw, I'm sure was going elsewhere.
Look, we don't care who comes here and who doesn't. But I think you know where our boat is, and we want it.
I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Okay, if that's the way you want it, we're gonna go see the sheriff.
Yeah.
You certainly have a lot of courage. It's very flattering.
Hey, that sounds like Julie and Pam.
What are the girls doing here? Where are they?
I'll find out for you.
Hey, that sounds like Julie and Pam. Beep boop.
Ivan? Ivan, are the two girls there? That's fine, Ivan. We'll be down to see them.
Wow, we're only 10 minutes in and the girls are already in a cage.
Your
Yeah.
friends are downstairs. Come with me.
Maybe she's the one that makes the zombies. No, I think it's the boys.
Pam, Julie, what's going on? Hey, come on now. Hey, come on.
You'll have to excuse Ivan's manners. He's very strong and sometimes forgets himself. If you behave yourselves, he'll not hurt you.
Hey, what are you going to do with us?
I'll first answer your other question. We've taken care of your boat, and none of you will leave here. Instead, you will help me in some very important work.
Oh, dude, she should have done
No one
another
asked
take
you
of that
here,
line. Instead, you
But
will
your curious
help
nature
me.
will in turn aid me very much.
Look, what kind of a creep joint is this?
A place of research and discovery. A place where science is free from the interference of stupid politicians.
Oh, yeah? Well, you won't get away with it. We've got some friends waiting for us. When we don't show up, they're gonna follow us out here looking for us, and they're gonna bust up this whole weird place.
Please let us
So
go.
she's a
We'll promise
scientist
never
and
to
she
tell
dresses
anyone
like
about
that,
it.
right?
I'm afraid
Yeah.
that's impossible. And as far as someone discovering this island,
Oh, we
That
need now
doesn't
some
bother me in
dungeon
the
synth
least.
music.
Totally.
Just name it, and I'll play
you'll
it.
have to excuse me now.
need
I have
some
work to do.
dungeon synth for my dungeon.
Remember what I said. Behave yourselves, and you won't get hurt. Come, Ivan.
I'm kind of into it.
Into her,
Yeah.
the witch lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's because she's
Hi,
mean
Kelly.
and she's got this
Hi,
figure
Jeff.
hugging
What you
dress.
doing?
I'm looking for Reg. You seen him?
Yeah, true.
Not since you were here this morning.
How about Skipper
And
Julie?
she's a witch.
No, they all left together
Yeah.
right after you did.
They were supposed to pick Dottie and me up 2 hours ago at the stables.
They went out in the boat, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think they might have had an accident?
I don't know. When they didn't show up at the stables, I thought maybe Reg might have forgot. But since they haven't been here either, I don't know what to think.
Maybe they ran out of gas.
Well, if they ran out of gas, they could have paddled in. It wouldn't have taken them this long.
Where's Dottie?
Well, she's still waiting down at the stables.
You know, Maury, I've never been out there, but I understand those waters can be treacherous at times. I think the wisest thing for you to do is go see the sheriff. He'll know what to do.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I'll get Tommy to drive you out. Better stop by and pick up Dottie first.
You know, it'd be cool to make a movie like this. Keep like the tone and the atmosphere and all of that exactly the same. Same budget, everything. Keep it black and white, but just make it really gory as well. So there would be like, there'd be that sort of juxtaposition. That'd be pretty awesome. It's like juggling the like tones in a way.
Can I help you?
I hope so. I'm Maury Timms. I live over in Compton County. So does Dottie.
What can I do for you, Maury?
Well, we went water skiing today. No, I mean, we didn't go water skiing. We went horseback riding, but, well, Reg and the other kids.
Oh, let me tell you, Maury.
That sounds like a good idea.
Well, the kids we run around with, 4 of them, they went water skiing, and they were supposed to pick us up at 4 o'clock.
At the stables, where we went riding.
But they didn't come. Not at 4 or 5 or 6.
What kind of a boat did they have?
Well, it's got a homemade hull and a souped-up V8 engine.
Was it likely to break down?
Well, no, I don't think so. You see, Reg, well, he keeps it in tip-top condition all the time.
Well, I think you better talk to the sheriff about this.
All right. Let's hear all about it.
Well, we were afraid the boat tipped over something because they were supposed to pick us up a long time ago.
Do you know in what direction they went?
No, they just went water skiing, no special direction.
Well, now we have about 800 square miles of water out there. That'll be difficult for us to search an area like that.
But you gotta do something, you just gotta.
Now, don't misunderstand me. We'll do the very best we can, of course. You tell Regan to pick up Burns and start searching immediately. You and I'll relieve him at 5 in the morning.
Can we go with them?
I'm afraid not, miss. It's practically dark.
Do you kids have a car?
Well, no, not one of my own.
Then I'll drive you two home.
Thanks, but could you drive me down to Reggie's car? I'd like to drive it. Reggie doesn't like to leave it outside.
All right.
Like that old enough to drive.
It'd be interesting if the sheriff was pulling the island, right?
Yeah. Totally. This footage isn't going to make somebody nauseous at all. Just shaking around like that.
A boat doesn't look like it could cover 800 square miles of water.
Oh, Sean, welcome. Come in at the best possible time.
They're all gonna die.
Any luck, Sheriff?
I'm sorry, son. Nothing yet.
Gummy shell.
I wish there was something we could do to help. Hey, let's take one of Wally's boats and look around. Wally won't mind.
They've got the oddest boat noises and the oddest water noises I've ever heard in a movie.
You know, as we were pulling up, I could have sworn I saw somebody walking.
You must be carried away. If they were here, we'd have seen the boat.
Look! I told you I saw somebody. Come on! Come in.
Whoa, mama.
Whoa.
Whoa, mama.
I prefer the black dress and the hair out, but this is different.
Are you
Same
looking for
armbands,
someone?
though.
We saw a man back there. We were trying to find him.
He's gone now. Can I help you?
Well, I guess you can. We were going to ask him if he saw anybody. 4 kids in a boat around here yesterday.
Has he been told to play with his hands all the time, or is he just
Or is he
nervous?
just like super anxious?
Yeah.
Do you live here?
Of course. Would you like to take a rest?
No, we better get going. You see, we're searching the water for our friends. We think they might have drowned.
Why, that's terrible. I hope you find them safe
Very
and
distracting.
well. Are you sure you wouldn't like a sandwich or something before you go?
What, the hands or the
no,
boobs?
I
The
think not.
hands.
Thanks anyway.
Am I supposed to be looking at her boobs?
No,
He's playing with the
I
ring
bet
on
you
his
don't get many
finger.
visitors out here.
No one ever comes here.
The ring's on that side. Oh, that hand.
Well, goodbye.
Right hand.
Thanks for the information.
I love it how that group was like, they're gonna come into this island and break this whole thing open, and it's just 2 nervous kids. Hang on a second, I thought nobody was supposed to leave the island. Nobody had ever left the island, and they're leaving the island.
The boat.
pants are wet, mate. I would have taken the shoes off at least and chucked them. They haven't successfully left yet. I mean, they could if they really wanted to.
Two weird men.
See, they just went right up to the beach and then got out like sane people instead of just jumping into the water with their pants and shoes on. That's why you need thongs. Do it in a pair of thongs. You'll be right. Flip flops.
Did they even have those back then?
Yeah, they would have fucking had them in Australia for sure.
Who were those snoopers we saw by the water?
Just some kids looking for their friends.
I don't like people around here. There's too much at stake.
You know people are of no concern.
We
Besides,
can't have
I'm
anybody
the one who
knowing
has to
about our
stay here, not
swingers
you.
parties.
Slip up
Just
now
wouldn't
will ruin
understand.
everything.
You don't have to worry. I know exactly what I'm doing.
That's what we're here to find out. How is the work progressing?
Very well. I hope to complete phase 3 this week.
Phase 3? You were on that the last time we were here.
And now it's nearly completed. What do you expect in 4 months?
We expect results. We must have results, and soon.
Tell me, Doctor, what's the chance of finishing the research within 6 weeks?
You mean the research or the actual completion of a perfect capsule?
I mean the completion of 5,000 capsules, ready to drop.
I received orders from the east that we must move in another direction unless your capsules are ready in time.
You mean hydrogen bombs?
Yes.
What?
Fools. The stupid fools. What good is land that you can't use or go near for years?
You know, of course, that we don't control these things.
Well, what about it? Can you speed up the work?
It is possible. But I've run into a factor that may give us trouble.
This acting
Come and
isn't
see
the
for
best.
yourself.
So not that a woman, can't be two things, but why is she a doctor but dressed like a witch?
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, so she's putting on a lab coat now.
But she's wearing a formal gown.
Okay.
This is the first capsule that was used on subject
And
1.
heels.
It proved much too strong as the subject died in 5 hours. I worked out this highly concentrated buffer and tested it on 4 separate subjects.
And the results?
About 0 consistency. Have a look. If you'll notice, the subjects are direct opposites. One has no spark, no desire for anything. The other teems with rage.
What about that fellow we saw last month? His reaction was perfect.
Ivan, the perfect slave, desire to work, perfect health, and obeys every command. With half the people on Earth in his condition, we'd have the epitome of civilization.
In the bombing of the United States, how many would turn out like him?
Not enough to take care of the wild ones. You couldn't possibly drop the pellets as they now exist.
Then you must find out what it is about Ivan that produced the effect.
I've performed every practical test on him. His body chemistry is basically the same as the rest.
Well, you'll have to figure it out.
I don't believe it can be done in short time. But there is an alternative.
What's that?
It might prove dangerous. But if time is of the essence...
Okay.
I can test it on the 4 children that I have stuck in my basement.
Completely different paralyzing agent. It rushes directly to the nervous system and can be dropped as a gas. And also it will be difficult to detect in the American water systems.
Is it dangerous to us?
Not in the way you would imagine. The problem is, it can be counteracted.
You mean it's not lasting?
Effective and lasting. Until someone discovers what would bring the subjects back to normal.
Can't you do something? Strengthen it?
You want the people alive and strong so they can work and obey their superiors. If I increase the gas, they'd mostly die.
But if they cannot think for themselves, how can they possibly reason a counteragent would help them?
That's where we would have to gamble. At least until we had time to develop a second gas.
How effective is it?
I'll give you a demonstration.
So she's not a witch, she's actually a scientist. Less hot.
But she has witch vibes and she wears the gowns and has the
Be ready to
menacing.
stand by.
It's all over the
like,
place.
Yeah, it's just. Boy.
You'll now be able to see the effect taken by a near-human subject.
Near human? Oh, so it's Bigfoot.
I think you'll
Near-human.
agree this one has plenty of fight in it.
What the hell?
A gorilla!
This has got everything in it. Science, witchcraft, gorillas.
Like, they've made her a very, like, sexual character, you know what I mean? Like, it's just unnecessary.
Yeah, they've made her sexy. So this is how Kong was made. Yeah, pretty much.
And now we tame the savage beast. Ivan, come and get him. You can take him to one of the old cages.
And this must become Skull Island.
It's amazing.
Well,
in a matter of
very
seconds,
true.
his temper completely suppressed.
I won't even have to lock
We've
him up
observed him
anymore.
for 5 seconds.
Although,
Yet I
unlike
can
a man,
automatically state
he's not
these
useful.
things.
After I run some tests, Ivan will destroy him.
They've barely seen him, and like the capsule or whatever it is that the gorilla was in is like so above them, so they've only seen him like for a couple of seconds, and yet they're making all of these like definitive statements.
He appears to have no conscious feeling at all.
From now
How
on,
could you
we'll move
observe that from
exactly
just
as he's
that?
directed.
If only this could be permanent. If only we hadn't been betrayed. We'd have the time.
What are you talking about? Who betrayed us?
Do you remember Felix, our contact in South America? The one that helped you with the passport?
Very well. I last saw him in Buenos Aires.
The reason that passport looked so good was because it was a legitimate one. We recently found out that he was a United States federal agent.
Where is he now?
Dead. But we don't know whether or not he had enough time to contact his office about this operation.
This is the reason for the change in time element.
If he did talk to the Pentagon, they'd soon find this place.
Then it's up to you.
Everyone looks
If
so
you want to
awkward,
take a chance
like they
with what you
don't
saw,
know why they're
then I'll
there.
hurry
Like, they
along
just,
with the final
I don't know,
test.
they're like nervous
I have
and
4
jittery.
human subjects to use.
Except
humans?
the
They're
chick,
friends of
course.
those kids you saw outside.
She like seems to be the only real actor amongst
Are you sure they won't be back?
See,
I
she
rather
just
doubt
said
But if they do,
she's got
we
4
can
new
handle it.
subjects.
Yeah.
We better stay here a few days, just in case.
They all look like they're holding in farts. An astute observation, my friend.
Yes, they all do look very uncomfortable.
You send him right in, please.
Probably because they knew they were going to be ridiculed for the next 100 years by people like us.
Did you bring everything they
that are
found?
obsessed with these old movies.
His suitcase contained mostly clothing and personal belongings. I have all the papers we located, but I'm afraid they don't help much. He couldn't carry anything of importance with him.
Is there any chance of finding the body?
If we do, it probably
I
won't
am
tell us
honestly
much.
impressed by
The murderers
how
undoubtedly checked his
quickly
clothing.
they're getting through the story, though.
Yeah.
Everything addressed to Felix. Is that the only name he used?
He used the name Felix in Argentina and Mexico. Even the police in Buenos Aires were unaware of his identity.
We have other agents in Buenos Aires. Why didn't he contact them?
Colonel, we felt this assignment was the most critical we've ever been on. We tried to avoid any possible channel of detection.
She's a sexy
Even our
version
own
of Dr. Jekyll.
Your caution certainly didn't seem to pay off.
Oh, I suppose you're right. But we do have one thing. a photograph.
Stupid sexy
This might lead us
jackal.
to their headquarters. First, we're sending copies of this photo to every law enforcement agency in the country. Every city, county, and state officer will be on the lookout for her.
Feels like I'm wearing nothing at all.
Second, we'll detach troops from bases in this area and cover the entire state. When we finish there, we'll move to another until we've covered the western states, then move eastward.
I'll contact General Mundy for additional helicopters in that area.
With your permission, sir, I'd like to also request Marine and Navy helicopters and every reconnaissance plane the Air Force has available.
That's a big order. I hope we can fill it.
It must be filled. Do you realize, Colonel, that if we don't find their base and stop them now, before they distribute this gas in rivers and water supplies across the nation, we'll be able to save at best 20% of the population when they strike.
That's it. Clean as a whistle. Come on.
Can you get it all right?
Oh, no. This one's gonna be harder than the other one. It's a better lock.
Maybe we can help with
Hurry, hurry, he's coming.
Get back against the wall, quick.
What's going on, Moonberry? Good to see you again, mate. You too, mate. Look at this guy. Yeah, have a little doggy bowl of food.
Hey, you.
Interesting.
Every time he comes here, I'm afraid he's going to open the door. The way he looks at me.
I don't think he can do a thing unless he's told to. He must be under some powerful drug.
Maybe he can't hear us when we talk.
Oh, he can hear us all right. Look, it's a good thing he didn't notice the broken lock.
He probably won't be back for a while. You'll have time to open ours.
No, I think we better wait till the last minute. Well, if he notices the broken lock, we'll be cooked.
But now you've got the time.
Look, Julie! Getting out of these cages isn't even half the battle. If we can get through that hall and outside, we've got a chance. But we've still got to get off this island. And we can't swim.
Hey, look. Reg and I can sneak out of here tonight after it gets
They mean
dark.
they
Then we can go
literally
down by
can't
the
swim,
water
or
and
they
look
can't
for the
swim
boat,
off
huh?
the island.
If you find it, we'll still be locked up here. And what happens if you don't find it?
It's got to be around here somewhere. And if there's anyone out there, Skip and I alone will have a better chance of not being seen.
Yeah.
Now, we'll be back before morning with the boat all set up. Then we make a run for it, hop in the boat and take off.
It sounds fine. Except if anything goes wrong, we're still locked in here.
Wait, is he saying
Can't
that
you
him
fix
and...
this lock before you go?
Oh,
I
God.
don't think we'll be as lucky with that one. We'll probably have to break it into pieces. If he comes back here tonight, he'll notice it for sure.
Hey, look. When everything's all ready, a little noise won't matter then. A couple of good whacks and we're all set.
Reg, be careful.
How's the
out
green
there.
screen
If
going
they
tonight?
see
Is
you,
it better than
they'll
usual or
forget
what?
We'll be back before
Can't really
daylight.
see it.
Pardon?
Can't really see like the outline or anything.
Right now.
Oh, that's good.
Like the
'cause
shutter.
yeah, I've got my ring light brighter than last time. So it's a more consistent green, except where
probably
the
dark
shadow
by
is
now.
cast.
Yeah, like it's barely noticeable.
Alright,
Come on.
sweet. The wind just swung around down here.
Skip, come on.
They're going to get killed. I think they're the main characters. I don't know if they will in American 1959.
No,
They could,
I reckon the girls will just get turned into zombies.
It's gonna have something to do with the blonde chick with the ponytail and Ivan, the zombie. Because they've set something up there.
The sun's nearly up.
Yeah.
Sort of hate to face the girls.
If I were a channel swimmer, I could make it in about 10 hours.
We hadn't walked around so much, we could have built a raft. Wait a minute. We could still get a good start on it.
You know, Skip, sometimes you really amaze me. Come on.
So they're gonna build a raft
I don't know what.
out of these
Raft?
conveniently placed wood piles, of course. What else?
Goodness.
How else would they create rafts? Twigs and branches? No, there's conveniently placed wood piles.
What are they going to put it together with?
The rope. Conveniently placed rope.
Oh.
I don't think 4 people are gonna fit on that.
Yeah, no, that's bloody smaller than Rose's door.
Rose's door was way bigger than that.
Yeah.
There was totally room for 2.
There was.
Lucky security
Did you
cameras haven't
find
been
it?
invented
Can we get
yet.
out of here?
Well, it's almost daylight. We'll have to wait.
But you found the boat.
No. But it's okay. We're building a raft.
A raft?
It's our only chance. We'll have it finished tomorrow night, then we take off.
Hey, we better get inside. They might be getting up.
Right. And we better get some sleep.
the raft now?
Oh, come on, Reg is right. Let's get some rest.
We hid it down by the water.
Just keep your fingers crossed that they don't find it.
Security around the joint seems pretty crap, so I would say the chances are good.
Hello? The sheriff, please. Oh, that's right, the sheriff's office. Thank you.
Sheriff's office. Johnson.
Hello, this is Maury Timms. Yeah, Maury. Listen, we were out in the boat today and we came across something real strange. We found this island. We think the kids might be there.
I see. Well, look, Maury, I'm due to go out on a call right now.
The sheriff isn't here, so you'd better go see him in his home. His address is 233 Elmwood Road. Can you find it?
Well, yeah, I guess so. We're not too far from there. I'll leave right now and catch him. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.
Well, hello, kids. Come on in.
Sorry to have to bother you at home, Sheriff.
Oh, that's all right, but we still haven't found anything.
I think we did. Not a boat or anything, but we found something that sure looked funny.
Well, what'd you see?
Well, we were out there in the water, in this boat we borrowed. Well, we were looking all around like you. Well, we went way over toward the east. Must have gone about, 30, 40 miles. We came to this real weird place.
It was an island.
Yeah, real strange like. I didn't even know it was there before.
Well, that must be Mullet Island. There used to be some buildings on it about 50 years ago.
That sounds like it. Well, anyway, we thought it was worth looking at, so we went there and we talked to this woman. And
you talked to someone on Mullet Island?
Yeah, she lived there.
I can't believe anyone could be living on that old island. There's no facilities.
She lives there all right. We saw her.
Well, how odd. Wonder why anyone would pick that place. Well, what'd she say? Had she seen anything of the boat or the kids?
She said she hadn't seen anybody, but we think she was lying.
Now, what makes you think that?
Well, we didn't think too much about it at the time. We wanted to look around the water some more. But Dottie brought it up on the way back.
I'm sure she lied to us, Sheriff. And she might know something about the kids she's not telling.
Now, wait a minute. If people want to live in isolation, that's their own business. They have that right. Don't you jump to conclusions just because this woman may have looked, a little odd.
It's not that. If, well, she...
Now, look here. You're all upset about this thing. And it's a terrible experience. But do you really think that a person, anyone, would see your friends and then deliberately say they hadn't? What possible reason could they have?
We don't know. That's why we came to you.
I think you both let your imaginations run away with you. Now, I suggest you go home and let me handle this search. But I have to tell you the truth. I'm not too optimistic about it, after all the area we've covered.
Have you been out to the island?
Now, do you actually believe that your friends would go out there and stay this long?
Well, no. Not unless they couldn't get off.
She lied to us, Sheriff. I know she did.
She told us no one ever came out there. And as we left, a boat was just arriving.
Have you kids been home to dinner or any place since coming back from out there?
No, we didn't want to waste any time looking for you.
All right. If we get the boat now and ride out there and have a look around, will that give you any satisfaction?
Yeah, but, well, if we find anything, are you sure you can handle it by yourself?
I think so, Maury. And if not, I've got a radio in the boat.
That kid, not the best actor.
Why is his door knocker a set of keys. Yeah.
I noticed that
It'll
too.
take a few minutes for the solution to
That
drop to the right
seems
temperature before I can
counterintuitive.
combine it.
Will there be a temperature problem in the water supplies?
Oh my
Not after I
god,
once
she's
set the
wearing a
exact
fully
formula.
buttoned up
The
coat.
molecules will spread rapidly and actually become a part of the water.
And you say it'll only take a few hours to reach the full effect?
Between 1 and 3 hours, the bacteria should be everywhere.
By that you mean including the nerve gas?
The pellets can be of any size you think necessary. Large ones will, of course, spread more gas rapidly in the essential areas.
I just hope the effects are as good as we anticipate.
You won't be disappointed. I'm about ready for the test. If you'll excuse me a second.
I just need to play around with these beakers some more.
Ivan, we're ready for the 2 girls. Would you bring them in, please?
It wouldn't be like an old horror sci-fi movie without like that stock laboratory, you know what I mean? With all the beakers and the flasks around.
Look how awful the walls are. This guy looks worse every time we see him.
Yeah, he seems so out of place in this movie. Like these zombies, like what have they've barely been in it. Where are
Is he
these
gonna
teenage
get
zombies?
He's gonna get the girl first.
His hand is gonna hit the camera.
Knew it.
Go on, get out.
Kick him.
Go on. Okay. Come keep away from them, Ivan. Come and get me. Come on. Get away from him. He's taking us. Hold him. Skip, hold him. Come on.
Skip, don't let us do it!
Now, combine.
Need a pipe. Massive pipe, steel pipe. Or rebar. Better rescue him quick.
They put him in that room to kill him.
Oh, we can't rush them. They must have guns.
If we'd have only gotten out of here last night.
Very intense, fast-paced music.
Now, gentlemen, if you'll watch carefully, you'll see the exact effect working on the human system. Well, look who we have here. How are you, Mr. Sheriff?
Not so good. I've got a couple of real inquisitive kids here.
I knew there'd be trouble.
They won't be any
I
trouble.
knew it!
I think they'll help us instead.
What's going on here, Sheriff? Who are these people?
Lori, look! It's Julie and Pam!
You see, she did lie. The kids are prisoners here.
Not prisoners. We prefer to call all of you our guests. Ivan.
Sheriff, do something. Sheriff! Sheriff, you let us go!
It'll do you no good. The sheriff won't help you.
I'd like to talk to you, Doctor.
Well, certainly, Sheriff. What is it?
Look, our deal was that I'd supply you with drunks and prisoners. But this time you've gone too far.
These subjects are no different from the ones you brought me.
No, except that they have families that want to find them. This search is getting publicity on the outside, and I can't control it.
We can't stop now. Not for anything. You have to give us a little more time.
We'll have to move fast. But we'll
Why
need
don't
some
they do
pieces of
something
pipe.
now while they're all
Our
distracted?
clubs.
I'll see what I can find.
He slipped. He slipped. He slipped on the ground. I heard him.
I just can't get over how vastly different in age this guy looks to his friends.
I agree with you. Oh, we'll need more.
Those guys look like teenagers, those two right there.
I think we can all relax.
They look young.
And keep our wits about this thing. After all, we haven't been discovered yet.
Yeah, they're like
And
15,
I don't believe
16.
we'll need any more people over here.
What do you think, Doctor?
I was never one to complain over a simple problem.
Simple problem. Do you realize
I do realize. And I also understand thoroughly what we're all expected to do. I'm doing my job under the same conditions as you, only I don't complain about every problem I run into.
Very well, then. Perhaps you should appoint someone to take my place.
Perhaps we will.
All right. Do what you think best. Let me know what you decide.
We certainly will.
No gunshot, we're in nothing, just fall.
The fool.
Oh, that was
Didn't he know
great.
that none can quit?
We'll have to hurry now. Ivan, take him outside.
Sheriff got messed up.
Where do you want these two?
Keep them there. They'll serve as a second test.
Look, we gotta move now or it's too late. Go to the door and let the girls out.
What's that?
That kid's not gonna do anything. Strangle her. That kid's gonna get overpowered. That's two of them. I swore there was just one of them just a second. Fight him. The gun. They're not even fighting, they're just rolling around.
Wrestling. In the meantime, the girls are just suffocating on zombie gas.
All right, on your feet. Come on!
Hurry, Rich! Let's get the
Looks like they're all at a jiu-jitsu class.
Yeah. BJJ.
Can't open that door. But she can. Come on. Come on. All right, go open that door right now.
I see she's in her witch outfit.
You keep them covered, Maury.
Mm. Do they realize that she'd only agreed to let them out because she wants to see the result of her test?
Their minds are gone, just like the rest.
Yeah, well, she knows how to bring them around, and she's gonna do it. All right, get started.
Started with what?
You know what I mean. Something to take care of Julie and Pam.
There's nothing I can do for them.
You'd rather feel a few bullets burn through you.
Go ahead and kill me if you like, if that will help them.
Look! You invented this stuff. It figures you can do something about it.
If I could, I wouldn't, so you're wasting your time.
Your time's gonna burn out if you don't do what I say.
Hey, listen, Reg. When that gas is poured on someone, they lose their will, don't they?
Yeah.
After that, they do as they're told.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Okay. Which way do you want it? All right, then get moving. Tell them don't go through it.
Quiet, you fool.
Gas her.
Do all three of them while you're at it.
How do you release the stuff?
Hey, I think this is it right here.
I wonder if she's gonna be immune.
I wonder how long it takes to do it.
Well, looks like it's clear enough.
Let's get her.
Get back. Don't you try that again.
All right, now let's have it. Come on. Now, you know what we want. Come on. Something that'll fix the girl.
Why are they shaking her head like
Come on,
that?
now, I'm not kidding.
Hold it, Skip.
You understand me?
Hold it.
Is she gonna laugh?
We're doing something
She looks
wrong.
like she's smiling.
You two guys, come over here. All right. If you guys want to stay alive, you better do as we say.
We can do nothing.
Tell me how to get through to her.
I don't know. We're not scientists.
You know all about this gas, though.
Sounded like you said scientists.
Maybe she's an
instead of
exception.
Scientists.
What do you say we put one of them in there, huh? We'll get them to talk.
Yeah, I'll buy that. Okay, you. Let's go. I said move.
No, wait. I'll tell you. I don't know exactly which one it is, but if I...
Show us where it is.
I think that's the one.
What do you mean you think that's the one?
Well, she only mentioned it once. I think that's the mixture to counteract the gas.
Now, this might be poison.
Well, let's give it to her first.
Yeah, go on, drink it. Maybe you should have done another take of that.
Grab Julie, quick. Follow me. Are you all right?
Guns.
Get yourself together. We have to stop them.
The police boat. We'll have to put it away with the other boats before they reach it.
Do you want to reshoot of that so the footage isn't so fucking blurry? Oh, the gorilla.
Coming from there.
There we go, the rest on again.
Good guys, get out of there now.
Come on, hurry!
Well, hurry, get it started.
That wasn't the same actress. She had way different hair.
What about the other guy in there? After the gorilla's finished with him, I doubt if he can make it to the water. Let's go!
With pleasure.
You're gonna need to push it out, mate.
I picked up Major Coleman. We're about 10 miles in from the airport. We should arrive at headquarters in a couple of minutes. Over.
Unit 2, we're waiting. 10-4. The Army will be very grateful to you kids. You know, it's funny that the picture of that woman just arrived this morning.
You know, I'll bet if that sheriff had been here, you wouldn't have seen it at all.
I guess you're right, Maury. I expect a full investigation of this office. We had a lot of prisoners unaccounted for.
Yeah, they just managed to
We saw
escape.
quite a few men on the island. I guess they must have been the ones.
Poor devils. I hope we can do something for them.
Military, police, guerrillas,
I'm Major
scientists,
Coleman.
witch
Are you
ladies,
Johnson?
zombies.
I was placed in
Laboratories.
temporary charge of the substation.
From what I understand, the job will be permanent. And these must be the kids that cracked a ring the Army couldn't even locate.
They sure did, sir, and we're mighty proud of them.
Well, if we did anything, sir, it was to save our own neck. Most of us were scared stiff most of the time.
Nonetheless, you accomplished it. And you performed a great service. This group was the largest menace to United States security we've ever had.
Wow. Hey, you think maybe we'll get a medal, huh?
Oh, there you go. I swear, Skip, you remind me of a walking comic book.
What's wrong with being famous? I can just see the headlines. Football star cited for bravery.
Football star? If you ever get off the bench, I'll personally give you a medal.
Oh, wow, Pam, you sure are a drag, you know that? Hey, I was talking about next year.
I believe there'll be rewards for all of you. In a few days, you'll be going to Washington, D.C., where you'll be interviewed by the president himself. In the meantime, if there's anything we can do for you, let us know.
Yes, what a reward.
Back then it was an honor to be interviewed by the president.
Yes?
Did you say you'd do anything we asked, sir?
If it's at all possible, of course.
Well, sir, I mean, Skip and I, we sort of... Well, sir, there's a secret boat dock somewhere on that island. And we looked and looked for it. And I'm gonna flip if I don't see it with my own eyes. Can we go with you when you go to search for it? I've got something at stake, you know. My boat's there, and I've got to get it back.
Son, I'm sure you're perfectly welcome. Come back in about 2 hours, and we'll be glad to take you with us.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, crazy.
What a humble kid. He just wants his boat back.
Well, what do you say we all have a ball, huh? Let's go water ski.
Yeah. What do we use for a boat?
Oh, yeah.
Anybody for horseback riding?
Anybody for horseback riding? Really? That's what we're ending with?
Wholesome though.
Cute.
Well, what did we all think of it?
Not great.
I've definitely seen worse movies.
Yeah, we've definitely watched worse, but like it wasn't like.
Yeah.
It was just silly.
That's such a good point. Your first thought is to go water skiing and not to alert your parents that you almost died in some sort of like this international conspiracy ring.
Not enough zombies. I will
Yeah.
say that much.
Yeah, there was no. There were only teenage zombies in that for the briefest of seconds. You know what?
Ivan
I'm
could
pretty
have been
sure
a teenager.
that guy in that movie is the guy from the giant ghillie monster.
It is?
Yeah, it is him. The main.
Oh my god. I was like, I swear he's the same guy, but I was like, surely not.
Yeah,
Like,
it is. Yeah, it is him.
I was just like, oh, he's equally as good looking and like he must play just like
Yeah,
really
look,
lovely characters.
It is him, Don Sullivan. He was definitely like one of the best parts of this movie, but he was better in Giant Ghillie Monster.
He was younger as well, right?
What year was that? 57? I just want to check quickly. Both movies were from 59, same year.
Oh, what?
Yeah. He didn't look very different, honestly.
No.
Okay.
I think maybe the quality of the Gear Monster is better.
Yeah, that was a much better movie. That was one of my favorite of all of these movies.
Yeah, that one was great.
Well, what was that rated out of 10? 3.7 on Internet Movie
Crazed
Database.
females. Hey, go back up the top.
I am up the top.
Crazed female scientist uses nerve gas to turn local teenagers into her unquestioning slaves.
Yeah. So Giant Ghillie Monster was 3.7 and this was 2.9. That's a really bad rating. That's a really bad score.
I think it deserved more than 3.7.
Yeah, that's like a 9. Okay, trivia for the Teenage Zombies. The title score and much of the total score was taken uncredited from Kronos by Bert Schefter and Paul Sortel. So they used that that music without permission, pretty much.
Okay.
Mid. Yeah, it was mid. The house where the film was shot belonged to J.L.D. Morrison, who played enemy agent Brandt. Oh, it was filmed in 1956. May have been released for a short period in 1957, but general release was 1959.
Oh. So he was actually younger in this one.
Potentially, yeah. Director Jerry Warren married Brianne Murphy in Las Vegas in late 1956. During their honeymoon there, he wrote the script for this movie. It was filmed over 5 days in early 1957 and may have been released before 1959. Hang on a second. Who is Brianne Murphy? Was she in this movie? Pam. She was Pam. I don't know. Which one was Pam?
I think Pam was the main one.
Maybe. She was in a fair few things. Look at that. Look at all this stuff. She was in a lot of stuff.
But there's no picture of her. That's
No.
strange.
The island and boat scenes were filmed at the Salton Sea, so that location fees could be avoided. Fair enough. Body count, 3. That's all the trivia? Great.
Whose body count is 3?
Which one? Definitely not Don Sullivan. His body count would be in the thousands.
Oh my god.
He's Mr. Dreamboat.
I'd go there.
Oh god.
Just saying.
Goofs. And then we will go connections. Goofs. The line "the sun's nearly up" is said while sharp sunlit shadows indicate the sun is directly overhead. While the teens are walking along the water edge, you can clearly see the Rocky Mountains in the background, not across any water. The teenagers are going water skiing, but there are no water skis in the boat and they still have regular clothes on. No swimwear. According to Reg's that's downvoted as well. According to Reg's friend Skip, the island is 30 miles away and unknown, but when they get to the island, it's as big as a state. How could anyone miss it? Yeah, it is pretty big. I don't think that deserves the 3 downvotes though. Miscellaneous. In the police station, which looks like a regular house, the sheriff is sitting behind a small framed square opening in the wall. This makes it look like he's ready to take your hamburger order. Normally, police officers would be behind a desk. That isn't a goof, that's an opinion. That's why it's been downvoted. That's so ridiculous. That was clearly written by the same person that wrote that one.
Oh my goodness.
When Maury and Dottie are worried about how long their friends have been gone and go to the police station to report them missing, Dottie looks at her wrist twice as if checking a wristwatch, but she isn't wearing one. Interesting. Audio-visual unsynchronized. When the sheriff and deputy are riding in the boat, the sound effect is the sound of a boat idling, even though the sheriff's boat is cruising at normal speed. Yeah, this is pretty much the exact sort of shenanigans you expect from a movie like this. I would love to know the budget of it, honestly. I'm just going to check the wiki for it. Although the credits include a 1957 copyright statement, the film was never registered for copyright, rendering it in the public domain. How good is that? Maybe this will have a photo of her. That's her on the set in 1981.
Oh, so she was she was not the one I was thinking of. She's the other one.
Yeah. Production. I wonder how much it cost. It can't have cost much. Actress Catherine Victor said Jerry Warren discovered her when they met by chance as he was preparing Teenage Zombies in mid-1957. She was surprised that he gave her almost no directorial help while they were making the film. Evan Hayworth, listed in the cast as Mitch Evans, said he played the gorilla wearing a cheap rental costume. Famed LA disc jockey Chuck Niles appeared as Ivan the Zombie in the film. He later said, "I was just walking around like Frankenstein. That's all. No lines, just glor glor." And I'm pretty good at that. The movie was just terrible. Bruce Eder of Rovey wrote that lead actor Don Sullivan also appeared in 2 other 1950s cult films, The Giant Gilly Monster and The Monster of Piedras Blancas. Oh, we've got to watch that one next. This can be our Don Sullivan trilogy.
Yeah.
The film's poster promised young pawns thrust into pulsating cages of horror in a sadistic experiment. that film
Oh.
historian Bill Warren said it's doubtful anyone expected much more than the dreck they got. It's not just bad, it's terrible. I wouldn't call it terrible.
It was bad. It was definitely bad, but it's not the worst.
Okay, so it was in a double bill with the Incredible Petrified World.
Did we
we've
watch
watched
The
that.
Incredible Petrified World?
I think we did. Yeah, we did. That was the one when they were on the boat.
The boat.
Yeah, we've watched a couple ones when they were on the boat.
Oh, yeah, that was one of the first ones we watched, wasn't it?
No, it was only a couple of months ago, I reckon. Let me
A
just...
couple of months ago.
Yeah, hang on. Let me just check here for a second. I reckon we did watch it.
I don't think it was a couple of months ago. But that's the one where they go in the boat and then they end up underground and the guy tries to kill them in a volcano or
We watched
something.
it 5 months ago. What the hell?
Yeah, see, I told you.
It's not my fault. Time
Yeah,
has gone that
Sullivan
fast.
was a hottie.
Is this ever going to load?
He's very handsome.
This one. I mean, the funny thing is
Yeah,
that...
that was last year.
Toast. Oh, this one. Yeah, that'll I remember this That'll help. Just put
Yeah,
the
where they're in the
oxygen tanks
submarine.
on.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy.
Well, I'm still glad we watched Teenage Zombies. I thought it was fun. It was goofy. It was fun. It's cheesy.
It
Terrible.
was silly.
Yeah. Critic Nathaniel Thompson wrote that the junky charms of this film are plentiful. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. It's got a lot of charm, but it's so ridiculous.
I feel like if Don Sullivan wasn't in it, it would be worse.
You reckon?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that was another fun watch party. Thank you for everyone for hanging out with us. We'll hopefully do it again next week. We can watch The Monster of Pedris Blancus, and then I've got a really good zombie movie lined up for us, like an actual gory zombie movie.
Amazing.
Yeah. So thank you very much, and I'll catch you guys around.